شهر رمضان الذي أنزل فيه القرآن هدى للناس وبينات من الهدى والفرقان.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. إن الحمد لله نحمده ونصلي على رسوله الكريم. أما بعد، رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. All praise be to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the creator of the universe, and the peace and blessing of Allah be upon Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam and all those who follow his path. All those who follow his path till the day of judgment. Ameen, thumma ameen. And let's make dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that may Allah give us, all of us, sincere iman, sound health and everlasting halal wealth. Because today the situation that we are in, coronavirus and the COVID-19 and the virus and all that, we see that people are dying and all that, so we are panicking. So what is needed today is sincere iman, which means the iman that keeps us firm on the deen. And we should not be shaky, because we should be believing in the qadr that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, whatever Allah has destined for us, inshallah it will be good for us and it will happen. So we should be, alhamdulillah, happy with that. The second thing is sincere iman, sound health. So the health, subhanallah, today when we see somebody is ill and the other one is strong and healthy and sound, both of them are, totally, one who is ill, he is ungrateful to Allah and is unhappy with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So he will complain and he will complain and he will complain. And the one who is sound and everything is there, mashallah, no illness, nothing, he is ungrateful to Allah too. Because he'll never thank Allah for what Allah has blessed him with. So that's the reason I say that make dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, even if a person is ill, but if he is thankful to Allah and is happy with Allah's decision, alhamdulillah, as we know that the hadith of Rasulullah, a Muslim should always say, رضيت بالله ربا وبالإسلام دينا وبمحمد نبيا, that, O Allah, I'm pleased with you as my Lord, and I'm happy with you with Islam as my religion, and I'm pleased with Muhammad as my prophet. So when you're happy with Allah as your Lord, and you're happy with Islam as your religion, and you have accepted Prophet Muhammad as your prophet of Allah, mashallah, then I think that there should not be any panicking. It should not be being ungrateful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So sincere iman, sound health and halal wealth, everlasting halal wealth. Today, subhanallah, even in this pandemic, in this virus situation and all that, still people are not thinking of making halal living. Even though if the jobs are not there, but still they will bring all the false means and fraudings, all different type of frauds by which they can take money by lying to the government and take the money of the government. So always it is important that we should ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that Allah bless us with sincere iman, bless us with sound health, and bless us with everlasting halal wealth. Ameen thumma ameen. Okay, there's a lot of confusion. Please, can you explain Imam Ghazali is Ahlus Sunnah wal Jama'ah or Ahlus Sufi? Some people criticize also Imam Hamza Yusuf, same as that. My brothers and sisters, alhamdulillah, first of all, I did tell you that I don't like to entertain this kind of questions. And brother Ali, what is your main concern with these two people? If you want to learn from them, you can learn from them. If you don't want to learn from them, then best, I can say, learn from Quran and Sunnah. That's all. And Allah is not going to ask you about Imam Ghazali, whether he was from Ahlus Sunnah wal Jama'ah or not. And if the people have spoken, I know this Imam Ghazali rahmatullah alayh, I can say he's a Muslim man, mashallah, and may Allah give him, best place in the Jannah. But people, yes, there are people of different sects. Some people, they say he was doing shirk, he was Sufi and this and that. And some people, they have benefited from his books, his knowledge, his writings. So alhamdulillah, I don't know why last time you were talking about Abdul Qadir Jilani and this sheikh and that sheikh. Subhanallah, what should be your concern? Are you really, mashallah, learning your deen from Quran and Sunnah? And don't you know that, mashallah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will not ask you about them, and they will not be asked about you. So what is important for you, my brother Ali? It is Imam Hamza Yusuf again. He is again not clearly known to the Sufis, not clearly known to the academic scholars, not known even to the classical scholars what is his Aqidah. So, but why we have to go for that? Is Allah going to ask us about Imam Hamza Yusuf? He is a man, mashallah, is doing his job, is doing his service to the Muslim Ummah. He has done he contributed to lots of writing things, so many things, dawah work, mashallah, contributed to, giving dawah to the non-Muslims. He had done good job in Islam. Alhamdulillah, people, they say what they have to say. But you and I, Allah is not going to ask us about them. So, please, mashallah, if you want to know who I am I Salafi? Am I Al-Hadith? Am I Sufi? Am I Deobandi? Am I Barelvi? I will say I'm none of them. I am only Muslim. Alhamdulillah, I respect all of them. I respect Hindus, I respect Christians, I respect Jewish, I respect atheists, I respect Qadianis, I respect my brothers, Ahl Sunnah wal Jama'ah, I respect all of them, alhamdulillah. I have no problem with them because I am a Muslim and I should put myself into the shoe of everybody that what I expect from them, this is how I should be for them too. So alhamdulillah, I want everybody to respect me. Alhamdulillah, I don't want anybody to disrespect me. I don't want anybody to say bad about me. So the same thing I will say, alhamdulillah, I respect everybody, regardless of what they are. If they are right, well and good. If they are wrong, well and good. I have no problem with that. Alhamdulillah. So when you talk about myself, I can give you complete detail of myself. I don't believe in Al-Hadith. I don't believe in Salafis. I don't believe in Barelvis. I don't believe in this 4 tariqas of Qadris and Sufis and Chishtis and Naqshbandi. I don't believe in that. I don't believe in any madhab, Abu Hanifa, Hanafi, Shafi, Maliki, Hanbali. I don't believe in that. And Allah is not going to ask me. And anybody who tells me that I am kafir because I don't believe in any of them, inshallah, he will be responsible on the Day of Judgment about that. So I don't believe in any of that because Allah has said in Surah Al-Hajj, the last verse, Huwa sammakumul muslimina min qablu wa fi hadha. Allah has named us Muslim. And alhamdulillah, Rasulullah has said to us, every Jummah, every khutbah, every lecture, he would say, Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu taqullaha haqqa tuqatihi wa la tamutunna illa wa antum muslimun. O you who believed, fear Allah as he should be feared and do not die but as Muslims. So, alhamdulillah. And when I will die, inshallah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when I will be in the grave, the angels will not say to me, Abdul Majid, were you Sufi? Were you Al-Hadith? Were you Barelvi? Were you Deobandi? Were you Hanafi or Shafi Maliki? No. They will only ask me, Man Rabbuka wa ma dinuka wa ma taqulu an hadha rajul. So this is my, alhamdulillah, answer to you. But if you are asking me about them, I will tell you that I have no problem with them. And I read about them, I study from them, I learn from them, I take good from everybody. Alhamdulillah, I have no problem. I don't know if Imam Ghazali is from Ahlul Sunnah scholar. Would you recommend to read from Imam Ghazali? Yes, I would tell you even read from Modi, because still you will learn something about his satanic things. Why should I not tell you? So Imam Ghazali is our Imam. You can learn from him, inshallah. I genuinely only asking if Imam Ghazali is from Ahlul Sunnah wal Jama'ah. Yes, he is from Ahlul Sunnah wal Jama'ah according to me. If Ahlul Sunnah wal Jama'ah is a Jamaat of the Muslimin, yes, alhamdulillah, I consider him from Ahlul Sunnah wal Jama'ah. Alhamdulillah. Okay, so my brothers and sisters, sorry to say this, but alhamdulillah, I don't know. There are people, even some of the groups, when by mistake somebody adds me in the group, then they are asking me, who is your sheikh? Where did you learn from? Did you go to the madrasa and did all this nizam, the called dars-e-nizami? All those kind of things. Why? Why? Who are you people to ask me about my qualification? I'm telling you, I'm teaching you Quran and Hadith. If you want to take it, take it. If you don't want to take it, good luck. Who tells you? There are thousands of scholars out there, mashallah, much better scholars are there, mashallah, who are, their speech are good, their knowledge is good, everything is good. So why do you have to, ask about myself? If you want to, what I'm saying, if I'm wrong, correct me. If I'm not wrong, and I'm quoting you Quran, prove me that this quotation is wrong. If I'm quoting you hadith, prove me that this hadith is wrong. That's fine. But if you are, want to know something about my personal life, then nobody has the authority to ask me who I am. It's only between me and Allah. But as to tell the people who I am Muslim, alhamdulillah. And I don't believe in any sects. I don't believe in any madhab, alhamdulillah. I believe in only one Imam, and that is Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And the madhab and the sect that I study and follow is the madhab of Quran and madhab of Sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Alhamdulillah. If you argue with me, then okay, so what about the Abu Hanifa rahmatullahi or Hanafis, Malikis, are they not following Quran and Sunnah? You ask them. You ask them, alhamdulillah. You ask about me, I'm there to answer you. So with regards to Imam Ghazali or Imam Yusuf, Imam Hamza Yusuf, alhamdulillah, I have a deep respect for them, alhamdulillah, and I've got nothing against them. If they have said something wrong, I can expect that because they are not Rasul. They are not ma'asuman al-khata. If they have said something wrong, so it has to be accepted because they are not Rasul, they don't receive the wahi. And if they have done something good, we should appreciate that and we should say, alhamdulillah, we should benefit from that. I'm with that. I, as a Muslim, I cannot say I'm 100% perfect. I will teach you from Quran and Sunnah. I may make mistake. I may say something different. I may be wrong. Alhamdulillah. But that will not take me out of the fold of Islam because it's all based on the Quran and Sunnah. So people, they study Quran and Sunnah and they come with the conclusions, they come with the different opinions, and their opinion can be different if it is the main source is Quran and Sunnah, and if the different opinions are different, alhamdulillah, they will still get reward of, the research that has they made through the Quran and Sunnah. And if they have given the opinion and the opinion is correct, they'll get 2 rewards. First for the research, second for the correct opinion. Alhamdulillah. So my brother Ali, I don't know what's your problem with them or what's your, why you are asking about studying from them. There are so many other, and I don't know why you want to study directly from Imam Ghazali or you want to study directly from Imam Hamza Yusuf. These are scholars, and there are plenty of scholars of their kind who have, mashallah, written plenty of books which is agreed by the Sufis, Deobandis, Barelvis, and alhamdulillah, everyone. So we should not, pick and choose, because when you are picking and choosing, that means you are specializing yourself into, that you are more knowledgeable than other people, and you have the capability and capacity or skill of choosing what is right and what is wrong, which I don't claim that. So for me, I take from, alhamdulillah, study from all the books, and I only follow Quran and Sunnah. Even with the differences, I know the differences. I keep the differences in my head, and I still remember when people are arguing, I bring those arguments to them and tell them, okay, these are the arguments. This one has got this opinion, that one has got that opinion. But at the same time, I say, alhamdulillah, we as Muslims should follow Islam as the religion, Rasulullah as an Imam, and Quran and Sunnah as our madhab books, source of our madhab, alhamdulillah. Okay, I'm not asking about you, Sheikh. A lot of people don't know which scholar is from Ahlul Sunnah wal Jama'ah with Ijma'. Alhamdulillah, again, my brother, I don't know, you're like my son, and I think I guess who you are, but I'm saying that don't worry about what people are saying. And if the scholars have already told you, Masha, you already read. I'm not claiming to be a scholar. And I'm neutral. I will never give any opinion, because that's some of the brothers they don't like of me. They say, Sheikh, you have to take your stance. You have to be, take position to say this is right and this is wrong with regards to the people, because people listen to you and they might be. So I can't. I cannot take the position. Even I said that I don't, 100% I don't agree with Dr. Tahir al-Qadri. 100%. I don't agree with him. But when he speaks about the deen, I respect his religion. I respect his knowledge. I respect, but if he is wrong, it's between him and Allah. I don't at all agree with our Sheikh, mashallah, Tariq Jamil Sahab, mashallah, highly respected person. I respect him like, a senior person. Even like if he slaps me in the public, I will still take it. I respect him to that extent. But I don't agree with many of the narrations which he quotes, many of the stories which he quotes. Alhamdulillah. So this is how I am. But if you ask me how he is, I will say I respect him deeply from my heart. If you speak about Dr. Tahir Qadri, I'll say I respect him deeply from my heart. If you ask me about Imam Ghazali Rahmatullah, I say yes, I have read his books, I have benefited so many things which not concern to my deen, I have taken out, I have not followed him. I listened to, mashallah, Imam Hamza Yusuf. He is in the American world, and he has discussed deen with many people like that. I've benefited his styles, I've benefited his, the technique, mashallah, he's using. So there are, as I said, that I can read from everyone, but I follow Quran and Sunnah, alhamdulillah, and I will not take my stance against Tahir al-Qadri or Barelvis or Deobandis or Naqshbandis or this and that. Even people, they say, oh, Medina walon ka kya hai, ye mushrik hai. I say, okay, that's fine. If you got the opinion of the people and scholars have given the opinion, that's well and good. I'm not going to give any opinion of mine with regards to any person like that. People, they can say, because they are of that position where they can say that this man is this and this man is that. I'm not. I look into myself, I consider myself, I'm compared to these people, though they may be right or wrong, but compared to them, I don't, count myself anywhere with them. People, they asked me about Dr. Yasir Qadri, Dr. Yasir Qadri. I say, mashallah, I respect him. I have done, mashallah, some research work on his books. So that when I was working with Dr. Bilal Phillips, people, they say, Brother Nu'man Ali Khan, his tafsir. I said, okay, well and good, mashallah. He's a young chap, mashallah, may Allah reward him. And he has done, and he has got a different technique of teaching the Quran. Okay, alhamdulillah, people have asked me about this new Amir Mirza, but I don't know, some engineer, Amir or someone like that. Today he was caught by the government, stopped from the the tabligh. So I know about him, but alhamdulillah, I don't say anything against them, or I don't, because the people, like in Dubai, I was asked about our sister Dr. Farhat Hashmi. She was preaching the deen in Dubai. People have studied from her, and there was a center called Al Huda. People, they asked me about her. I said, no, I don't want to say anything about her, because if I'm not that qualified scholar who can say that they are right or wrong. But I have the full authority whom to agree and whom not to agree, because they are not Rasul, they are not Allah, they are not Quran. But when it comes to Quran, Sunnah and Rasul Sallallahu, there's no point for us to disagree. We have to agree whether we understand or don't. Sami'na wa ta'ana. But with regards to these personalities, alhamdulillah, you agree or disagree, you may differ with the opinions, but respect should be always maintained, and their position should be always respected, alhamdulillah. Wa alaikum assalam rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, Muhammad Bhai. Can you please explain hadith jihad bin nafs? Jihad bin nafs is, mashallah, striving with yourself, which is a very simple hadith of Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, that Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam has said, Man ra'a minkum munkaran falyughayyir biyadihi fa illam yastati' fa bilisani fa illam yastati' fa biqalbi wa dhalika ad'afu al-iman. Here the hadith comes with the jihadun nafs, and it says that a person, when he sees anything munkar, he should stop it with his hands. And if he sees something munkar which he cannot stop with his hand, then he should stop it with his speech. And if he cannot do that with the speech, then he should feel bad about it in his heart. This is jihadun nafs. That means you should know that this is something wrong, and you should not get into it, and you should keep yourself away from it. And you should strive. There are things like, waswasa will be there, doubts will be there, some sinful things will come into your life, so many tests will come into your life, so many things. And when you take hardship of that, like for example, fasting is jihadun nafs, praying is jihadun nafs, okay, paying zakat is jihadun nafs, making halal earning is jihadun nafs, And learning deen is jihadun nafs. And looking after your parents is jihadun nafs. Looking after your wives and your husbands is jihadun nafs. You looking after your children is jihadun nafs. Looking after your brothers and sisters, looking after your dependents is jihadun nafs. Seeking the knowledge is jihadun nafs. Applying the knowledge in your life is jihadun nafs. Everything, anything that is against Islam and you practice that, you don't follow, you don't do anything against Islam, even if it is hard on yourself, this is called jihadun nafs. Alhamdulillah. And this is opposite of the jihad that we fight in the cause of Allah in the battlefield with kuffar face to face. Okay, that's jihad, mal and yourself. But this is jihadun nafs, which is internal jihad, that things which are commanded to you, and this is the definition of your kalima la ilaha illallah. When you say there is no God to be worshipped except Allah, so your jihadun nafs is that you compel yourself, your nafs, to worship Allah, nobody else. And the second part of the kalima, you say Muhammadur Rasulullah. This is jihadun nafs, that you might be following so many celebrities, you might be having so many imams, you might be having so many personalities, but you don't follow any of them. You follow only Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. This is called jihadun nafs fi ittiba' Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Jihadun nafs fi ibadatillah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Jihadun nafs الدفاع عن المنكر. جهاد النفس دفاع عن الشر. جهاد النفس الصلاة، قيامة الصلاة، إقامة الصلاة. جهاد النفس الصيام، تصوم، تحج، تصدق, like that. All this kind of struggles and ibadah that you do with yourself, which could be difficult, that is called jihadun nafs. Alhamdulillah. I hope I have answered your question. Okay. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Like different prophets have different mu'jizat. What was the mu'jiza of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam? The mu'jiza of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was the Quran. The mu'jiza of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was the Quran. And that's why till today we have that mu'jiza, and it will remain till the end of time. And once the Quran is gone, the Qiyamah will be very close to us. Alhamdulillah. The mu'jiza of Musa alayhi salam was a stick. It's gone. Now nobody can use that mu'jiza now. Even the people in Egypt, they claim that they have the stick of Musa alayhi salam, but nobody can use that. But Quran, the mu'jiza of Rasulullah sallam is Quran, and it is today. It was 1400 years ago, it was mu'jiza. It is mu'jiza today, and it will remain the mu'jiza till the end of judgment, inshallah, till the end of time. Ali, okay, Ramzan, please can you inform us which supplication is best in Ramadan? The best supplication is رَبَّنَا آتِنَا فِي الدُّنْيَا حَسَنَةً وَفِي الْآخِرَةِ حَسَنَةً وَقِنَا عَذَابَ النَّارِ. That's the best I can say, and it includes everything. رَبَّنَا آتِنَا فِي الدُّنْيا حَسَنَةً وَفِي الْآخِرَةِ حَسَنَةً وَقِنَا عَذَابَ النَّارِ. Allah give me the best of the dunya. So who knows the best? He knows. We may try to choose the best, but still we cannot be sure, we cannot be perfect. So when you leave the matter to Allah and you say to Allah, you are the best and you can choose the best for us. So Rabbana atina fid dunya hasana. Allah give us the best in this dunya. Wa fil akhirati hasana. And Allah give us the best in the akhirah. The best that is suited to me, I want that in the akhirah. And the worst thing in this life and in the hereafter is the punishment of the Jahannam. So Allah protect me from that. So it includes everything. What do I mean by that? Now how can you say that no, somebody is hungry, so how can you say that, this dua includes that? Yes. You are hungry, you need something. And what you need, Allah knows it. That's why He is our Rabb. Rabb means the one who looks after you. जो आपकी तरबियत करता है, जो आपका मुरब्बी है, जो आपको देता है. The one who looks after you, the one who provides you. And who is our Rabb? Allah, Rabbul Alameen. So if you are in need, Allah knows your need. If you need food, Allah knows your need. If you need wife, Allah knows your need. If you need husband, Allah knows your need. If you are ill, you want shifa, Allah can give you the shifa. If you need shelter, Allah will give you shelter. So when you say, Rabbana atina fid dunya hasana, Allah give me the best of the dunya, in this dunya. Okay, so best wife, best food, best husband, best risk, best life, best health, everything is included in that. When you say best in the akhirah, Allah's happiness. Hisab and kitab, easy. The best hisab and kitab. And entrance into the Jannah from the best door. Best place in the Jannah. Like that. So everything that is best you need, Allah will give you. And because when you leave the matter to Allah, Allah will sort out for you and He will choose the best for you. When you say qina adhab an-nar, is only one. There is no choice for that. There is no best Jahannam. There is no best, a little bit good, better and best. There is no good Jahannam and the better Jahannam or best Jahannam. Jahannam is one. So we say, Allah qina adhab an-nar. Allah protect us from the punishment of the fire in this dunya and in the hereafter. Alhamdulillah. So for me, 24/7, this is the best dua that you can say. And the best dua to ask Allah is this, and the best way of thanking Allah is raditu billahi rabban wa bil islami dinan wa bi muhammadin nabiyya. I am happy with Allah as my Lord. Yes, when you are happy, that means you will keep Allah happy and you will do things that will make Allah happy. So you will do everything. Anyway, when you think that you cannot do anything and you are upset, turn to Him, Allah will remove your grief. So that's raditu billahi rabban. I'm happy with Allah as my Lord. Wa bil islami dinan. I'm pleased with Islam as my religion. See, today, subhanallah, Christians, they boast about their religion. And thousands of Christians have asked them and they cannot answer my questions. They are in doubt. Atheists, they think, okay, they are smart. They can put down, Christians. They can shut them out of the Muslims and they can do all these things. You ask Hindus, subhanallah, they are confused with thousands and thousands of gods which they make with their own hands, subhanallah. They worship everything, anything and everything, subhanallah. So but Islam is not like that. We only worship Allah. We only follow Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We only do what one man has shown to us. We are not worshipping Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. We are following Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So we are worshipping only one God, one theology, one philosophy, one understanding of the thing, one way of worshipping. And how to fulfill that? We say, Raditu wa bi Muhammadin Nabiyyan, and I'm pleased with Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam as my Nabi and Prophet, because he brought the Naba, he brought the message from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So he is Nabi because he brought the Sharia to us, he is Messenger because he brought the message from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So we follow that. Alhamdulillah. So these are the two du'as which I take into my life, like as if, it's my part of my soul. Alhamdulillah. Okay. Sheikh, how can we fully concentrate during prayer as there are different thoughts going on while praying? Yes, as I said, alhamdulillah, this question is very common. You change your environment. At least this is why one of the wisdoms which I understood, somebody asked me, what's the benefit of, praying sunnahs before and after? And I was working on this. Alhamdulillah. Generally I used to say it's, more reward. And generally I would say that on the Day of Judgment, when you will come on the Day of Judgment, Allah will ask you about the Salah and you will not be able to, pass the test of Salah. So Allah will tell the angels, take his sunnahs and nafil and add it to it. So this was general understanding. But subhanallah, psychologically I can see the world today, the life that we have, running and jumping here and there. But so normally we go here and there and we do lots of things. Even before the Salah, we are with the computers, with the mobile, with the text messages, with the WhatsApp, with the Facebook and this and that. And so many things, subhanallah. And subhanallah, when we punctual ourselves with the sunnah prayers before the Salah, before the Fard Salah, if you are punctual with the sunnah prayers, then mentally, psychologically, spiritually, you are preparing for the Fard Salah. So your mind will not divert because you're already prepared 2 rakats and 3-4 rakats already before the main prayer. So this is, I can say, change your environment. change, get ready immediately after the adhan, get ready, make wudu, and just before even going, if you can't get the chance to pray your sunnah, at least read something from the Quran, take the dua or do dhikr, and then join the namaz. Inshallah, your mind will not divert here and there. Subhanallah. Alhamdulillah. So it's all matter of, your surroundings. Whatever the surroundings you have, you are still in the salah and you just left that surrounding. So you are not completely mentally, imagination-wise, you are not mentally out of that surrounding. So that will disturb your mind. So come out before you join the salah, come out of that environment and then join the salah and see how much you will enjoy. SubhanAllah, you will feel that it's you and Allah in front of you. Alhamdulillah. If possible, can you explain to us short summary, great book, Kitab al-Iman by Imam Ibn Taymiyyah? Subhanallah, it's not possible. My brother Imam Ibn Taymiyyah has spoken about the 6 pillars of Islam. 6 pillars of Iman. Iman billah, Iman bil Rusul, Iman bil Malaika, Iman bil Kutub, Iman bil Qadr khairihi wa sharrihi min indillah, and Iman bil Yawm al-Qiyamah. These are the 6 Iman, and in that he has brought all the ayat of the Quran where he brings about Iman. He compares Iman with Islam, he compares Iman with Ihsan, he compares with Iman that increases, Iman that decreases, and he brings all those supporting verses, supporting ayat to that, and the things that nullifies the Iman. All that is called, the book of Imam Ibn Taymiyyah is the best book, mashallah. You can learn, especially if you want to learn about the Iman. He speaks in that, and also he speaks about the different sects, because he was in that position. He was able to say that this group has got error in this part of their faith, Iman. This group has got. So, mashallah, that's the book, mashallah. It's a very beneficial book. You can study from his book, inshallah, if you want to. Sheikh, if one is not sure about wudu, what should he do? Should he do it again also if one is not sure how much rakat remaining? Yeah, these both the questions, alhamdulillah, to be on the safe side, make the wudu. Yes, because then now you will not be, because as I said, the surroundings and environment around us is so, common that we will not actually remember the spiritual thing. Otherwise, the good quality, hadith in Sunan ibn Majah, the best quality of a believer that he keeps 24/7, he remains in the wudu. So then this issue will not come. But because we are, mashallah, more into our worldly life, so much into it, then it is not possible. And some people also have got problem with the gastric problem, so they will not be able to keep up the wudu for a long time. So it's better to not to fall into doubt. It doesn't make any difference. Just 2-3 minutes, you make the wudu, new wudu, inshallah. And also with regards to your prayers, like for example, if you are praying 4 rakat namaz and you forgot that you started your prayer, you prayed 1 rakat, you prayed 2 rakat, then you prayed 3rd rakat, and now in the 3rd rakat you are doubtful. Is this your 3rd or this your 2nd? So, alhamdulillah, when you are talking about the 3rd, that means 2nd is confirmed, that you prayed 2nd. That's why you're confused about this one, this is 3rd or not. So, go by the certainty and consider that you have prayed 2 rakat, certainly, surely, and then continue as a 3rd rakat and the 4th rakat, and then you do sajda sahu. Same thing if you're praying 3 rakat namaz, maghrib, and you forgot the last rakat, whether this is your 2nd or your 3rd. Consider this as 2nd and bring 1 more rakat, offer 1 more rakat and pray, mashallah, and do 2 sajdas, and inshallah it's accepted. Sheikh, what is the secret of your freshness and energetic every time I saw you? My brother, my beta, mashallah, may Allah reward you, is Iman. I want to keep, I want to die with my Iman. See, I have got nothing against anybody. Even if I get sometimes, because I'm more fond of tea, but even if I don't drink tea, sometimes I get headache and I feel a little bit tired, but it's still, mashallah, I am happy with that, because I might be doing some sin, I might be doing something wrong, and this pain and this headache and this suffering, I believe, because I believe my beloved Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, it is the expiation of my sin. Alhamdulillah, when you see me, and I believe that, mashallah, coming on this show, I consider this is as ibadah, worship. When I pray, I consider that as ibadah. When I deliver Jummah khutbah, I consider it as ibadah. So I dress myself, I want to be fresh, so that alhamdulillah, this is Allah's blessing, Allah's mercy upon me. Because I have got nothing against anybody. And I feel myself that I'm quite low compared to the people. I'm quite low compared to their ibadahs they do, compared to the things that they're good things that they're doing. I'm not able to do that. So I keep myself always low. And I see people, subhanAllah, who are less, blessed than myself. So I look at them and I thank Allah. Those people who have got something more than me, I thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that Allah, alhamdulillah, if you give me something like that, then give me my iman as well. And give me even the tawfiq to thank you for that. So this is how I am. And alhamdulillah, I've got no stress with anybody. If somebody comes and shouts at me and argues with me or abuses me, I say, okay, alhamdulillah, he is what he is. If he was something different, he would have acted in a different way. So the way he is acting, so he is like that. So I have no problem with that. And I try to change myself. So I always keep myself fresh with this. And I always like to keep myself busy with the deen, Quran, hadith and all that. Alhamdulillah, though I look, you might be thinking that I'm energetic, alhamdulillah. But seeing the situation of the ummah, I'm not that much. I feel so much stressed about the ummah, that where my ummah is going. Because I want to live the life of the Sahaba. I want to live the life with even one day with Rasulullah. And the Sahaba, how they lived in Mecca. Sahaba, how they lived in Medina. How the brotherhood was there. How one Sahabi was running to help somebody. How one Sahabi was just rushing towards his house because my Prophet had told me, give sadaqah. I don't find this kind of things, subhanallah. I don't find this kind of feelings for the others. I don't find this kind of environment. So I want to keep myself busy with this. And alhamdulillah, one more answer to this is that if I don't keep myself busy with Allah's deen and I don't ask Allah's mercy and blessings, and then subhanallah, we are all children of Adam and we all bound to make mistakes. So I might do something wrong. So alhamdulillah, may Allah protect all of us from that. MashaAllah. Okay. Where does waswas come from in Ramadan? It comes from your own understanding, from your own thoughts, so from your surroundings, from the things that you read, from the things that you listen. Like you're watching, any program, you get waswasa from that. You listen to, one particular sheikh, he says something, then you get stressed out and then you get waswasa. When you read something, you read from WhatsApp, you read from Instagram, you read from Facebook, and you read from some other sources. You read something and then you get, subhanallah, you get good message, you get wrong message, you get bad things, and then you start having waswasa. Waswasa comes from yourself, but the sources are around you. Sources are around you. And shaitan will not do waswasa now because all shaitan are, mashallah, resting. So we can't blame that. And alhamdulillah, it's a big test for a believer. Because I say Muslim, not by name, Muslim by submission. I believe that Muslim. Muslim by name, I have no credit for that person. I believe a Muslim by submission, that's a Muslim. So if we, mashallah, if we are Muslim by submission, then shaitan, whether he's changed or he's not changed, it makes no difference to us. Qareen doesn't matter. Qareen can stay with you. Qareen, subhanallah, recently I came to know about one of my students who study Quran under me, mashallah. He told me about his friend, that his friend was a scholar in the sense like student of knowledge. And now he has given up the salah, siyam, hajj, zakah, everything. He is not even care. He just believes in Allah. He says, I just believe in Allah. Rest of the thing he is not doing. So I said, subhanallah, this Muslim was a Muslim by name, subhanallah, not by submission. If you are a Muslim by submission, then nobody can change you, inshallah. Unless if Allah wants to change you. But otherwise, if you are Muslim by submission, Man tawada'a lillahi rafa'ahu. If you have submitted yourself to Allah and bowed down to Allah and humbled yourself to Allah, Allah will never leave you alone. وَوَجَدَكَ ضَالًّا فَهَدَى وَوَجَدَكَ عَائِلًا فَأَغْنَى فَأَمَّا الْيَتِيمَ فَلَا تَقْهَرْ وَأَمَّا السَّائِلَ فَلَا تَنْهَرْ وَأَمَّا بِنِعْمَةِ رَبِّكَ فَحَدِّثْ. When, O Muhammad, when we found you that you were not on the right track and you were bound to go here and there, Allah showed you, Allah guided you. When you were poor and you were suffering, you were in need, Allah provided you all that sources. So when you have people coming to you, yatim and orphans and widows and all that, people of need, help them, support them. And never ever reject them. Never ever shout at the people. Never ever turn them away from you. And then whatever Allah has blessed you with the thing, all the blessings and favors, mention that. So alhamdulillah, this is what I believe in, that the waswasa comes from within yourself and the sources that you have around you. Subhanallah. Okay, mashallah. Sheikh, it is very hard to keep your wife and mother together happy. I know. They both are women. That's the problem. They both are of the same gender. Allahu Akbar. And they both are women. Alhamdulillah. If you would have said to me that, it is difficult to, keep your brother and father happy, then I would say, no, it's not that difficult. But definitely your mother and your wife, I know, alhamdulillah. Why? Because your expectations are high. Your expectations are high. You are expecting your wife to be a woman who will look after you, respect your mother, respect your father, this and that. And your mother you are expecting your mother to respect you, respect her daughter-in-law, all that. No, leave it. Leave them, live their life. Tell them what is right and what is wrong, and that's your job. And you do your duty, look after your wife properly and look after your mother properly, and don't get involved into what they are doing. If your wife is outspoken, correct her on the face and say, okay, this is what you have done is wrong, you should respect my mom. If your mom has said something, sit with her, sit next to her feet, go down, sit with her, tell her, Mom, calm down, I want to tell you something. Speak with her in a nice way, in a loving, kiss her hand, hug her, and tell her, Mom, please, ye aisi hai, isko aisa nahi bolo. Respect yourself, otherwise you will not get the respect. That way, be a man to resolve. Consider them as your, cases. And you are the one who is in charge of the cases to resolve them. Be like that, inshallah, and you will be happy with it, inshallah. And advice for this, okay, is it okay to lie with them in order to maintain a good relation between them? Yes, you are allowed. You are allowed to lie, either of them, to keep them happy and avoid, the worldly things. And also try. So the problem with your wife and your mother will be that they are not God-fearing women. Honestly saying, I fear Allah before I say that. But if your wife was a submissive Muslim, a Muslim by submission, she would have been a proper Muslim and she would respect you whether you respect her or not. She would respect your mother whether she respects her or not. That's the Muslim by submission. Same thing with your mother. She is also, I'm telling you honestly, she doesn't fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If she would fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sincerely, and if she was a Muslim by submission, then she would have respected you, she would have respected your wife, even if both of you have not respected her, even then. Subhanallah. So, teach them the deen. Speak with them the things that will mold their hearts to Islam. Talk good, positive things. And agree with whatever the good she says. Agree to whatever your mom says. Agree with that. Appreciate that. Be grateful to that. Encourage them. Hooray! Cheer up! Like that. And then you'll see that they will keep you aside and they will be together. Subhanallah. This is what happened with my wife, mashallah. When I got married, I was very attached to my mom. Mom, if she would have asked me to jump from the building, no question, I would jump. But when my wife came, she was, mashallah, such a nice woman, mashallah, such a nice girl to my mom, that she took the position, she took the priority over myself in my family. She became the member of my family, and my auntie would come and say, apni biwi ka khayal rakhna, look after your wife. My mother will say, apni biwi ka khayal rakhna. My father will say, apni biwi ka khayal rakhna. My elder sisters would say, apni biwi ka khayal rakhna. My elder brother would say, apni biwi ka khayal rakhna. My khala will come, my auntie will come, apni biwi ka khayal rakhna. And I would ask them, come on man, I'm your son. I'm your nephew. I'm your family. Recently she came from, a different family. She is now our family after the marriage. But why you people are just talking about ha, ha, ha? So this is how I can say it's nothing from me, nothing from anybody. It was her quality that has brought that closeness in my family. So alhamdulillah, this is a blessing. I can say that, alhamdulillah. So make your mom happy this way, make your wife happy this way. But haram in the sense, don't use any means which would lead this lie to, something very serious in their life. Don't use that, and don't try to compromise with any haram to use the, means of lies like that. Otherwise, it's not allowed. What is your favorite food and favorite sweet food? MashaAllah. First of all, you can send your family and ask my wife. I'm married to her, mashallah, 30 years, Brother Ali. 30 years, mashallah. And I have never, ever given her the list of these are my things. She knows what I like it, but I will not demand. Wallahi, I will not demand. Because I came from a family. I came from a background where I have seen that, subhanallah, what is the value of even the small food that you get. And I'm from a Gujarati family. My family is known for minimum 6-7 dishes they will have on the table, whether it is breakfast, whether it is dinner, lunch or dinner. Alhamdulillah. But me, mashallah, because I was a practical man, I have seen my, hardship of the people. I have seen some people, sorry to say I'm an Indian, but sorry to say I've seen in India that people who have got their stalls and they sell pakode, bhajiye and pani puri and all those kind of dahi vade and all that. And I've seen that somebody is a poor person. He goes into a bin where the people have thrown their remains, and that person will come and lick that food. Subhanallah. I'm not getting that food like that. Allah has blessed me for every dish that I'm eating. And that dish, even it could be a glass of water, I got it with respect. I got with favor. So this food is my favorite food and this drink is my favorite drink. Alhamdulillah, even my principal, subhanallah, I have been giving dawah since 1987, all over the world. MashaAllah, since 1987, we are in 2020. People have invited me in the conferences in India, in Dubai, in in UK before I got settlement over here. I've been traveling all over, and they would always say, Sheikh Sahab, aapke list banaye, khane mein kya cheezein pasand hai? Wallahi, I have never selected any dish. I said, alhamdulillah, whatever is convenient for you to provide me halal drink, halal food, that's my delicious food. Alhamdulillah. Because you don't know. You are getting this and maybe people who are not even getting that. So, mashallah, it's a good question. And I'm not exaggerating and I'm not just showing off. That's my principle in my life. Mashallah, till today, my wife has no problem for me that the everyday woman has to think, okay, aaj kya banana, kal kya banana, doper mein kya, sham mein kya. I have nothing like that. Whatever she serves, whether it is Ramadan or not Ramadan, mashallah. Whether it is my conference, whether it is my, lectures or dawat, whatever is served, that time, that food becomes my favorite dish and that drink becomes my favorite dish. And I'm, alhamdulillah, thankful to Allah that because sometimes you may get this, you may not. So don't make anything favorite. Whatever is served to you, that becomes your favorite, alhamdulillah. Okay. Will a woman have equal reward of the fasting person if she is not fasting but is feeding her family members? See, if the woman is not fasting because of her illness, then she will get the reward of, fasting when she was sound health. What do I mean by that? There's a hadith in Sahih Bukhari. I'm not saying about serving the people. If she's serving the people and she is not fasting because she has to serve the people, then no, she won't get any reward. No, I'm saying that if there's a hadith in Sahih Bukhari, Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam has said that a person who was a traveler or a person who is ill, and now because of his traveling or because of his illness, he or she cannot do normal ibadah that they normally used to do. It could be salah, could be siyam, could be hajj, could be zakat, could be anything. Any ibadah. So Rasulullah said, because of the traveling, if that person cannot do it, and because of the illness that person cannot do it, Allah will reward this person, even if the person is traveling, same reward that he was doing in a normal stage, he'll get the equal reward. But looking after people and serving, like if you say, no, I cannot because I'm getting tired, I have to feed, 8 children and 8 husband and wife and family and all that. No, then no. If a woman was fasting, was praying, was doing everything, and due to her incapability of doing that, she couldn't do that, and then she is looking after the people, she will get 2 rewards. Reward of her fasting, which she could not do now, but she was doing it because of her incapability, and looking after the people, serving them, alhamdulillah, looking after them. Khairun nasi anfa'uhum, hadith says, the best amongst you are those who benefit the other people. So that way she gets 2 rewards for that, inshallah. May Allah bless you with the highest rank in Jannah. We learn so much from you. May Allah preserve you and protect you. Ameen thumma ameen. Same to you, same to you, same to you. And same to all my brothers and sisters who think of me, alhamdulillah. So now please, these sentences will make me emotional, so don't say this. But alhamdulillah, hadith says when you make dua for your brother or sister behind their back, angel will say to you, same to you. Subhanallah. Okay, in Ramadan, can you give brief talk on great personalities in Islam? Sahaba, Tabi'een, Taba Tabi'een, great caliphs, motivation booster share. Yes, inshallah, this is our plan, my team, the media team, what we have planned now, that mashallah, there are some projects which are in the list, in the procedure. One, I have to finish the seerah of Rasulullah first, because there are so many people who talk bad about his seerah. So I'm going to use those arguments of them, and academically I'm going to prepare the seerah. So I'm on the, on the halfway to that, inshallah. So once the seerah is done, then because my team is asking me that they want to know, how Quran can come into our life practically. So that will be my tafsir of the Quran, that we will be learning the purpose of its revelation, its merits and virtues, and how it is applicable to us. With this, I will be teaching word by word, each and every word in Arabic with its translation, and also the phrase meaning as well, and the tajweed and qiraat as well. So all that thing will be, my second project will be about the Quran. And in between, inshallah, like, a brother was asking me, requesting me that Sheikh Sahab give me the brief explanation of, brief biography of Abdul Qadir Rahmatullah Alayh, Abdul Qadir Jilani Rahmatullah Alayh. So I did that. So whenever I'll get opportunity, and whenever I'll get the, I'm on the, procedure of doing all this preparation. So whenever I'll get the time, once the one character is prepared, inshallah, I will come with the that recording, and inshallah I'll do that, inshallah. Do you teach karate, judo, Sheikh? I used to teach. I used to teach in Dubai. I used to have, mashallah, training classes. And I did one class over here, and then I could not do it because I don't have a regular place. I have to hire it. And to hire that, we have to pay for it. And to pay that, I have to charge the students. And people, they all are, mashallah, they're good in wasting money for things that could not bring benefit to them. But for health-wise, wallahi, I'm not boasting, but I'm telling you, mashallah, people with the sugar, diabetic, people with, heart problems, people with obesity, people with, all the physical problems in the body, whatever age they are. Mashallah, Allah has blessed me with the training. I can train them. In my class, a boy with the age of 15, he can join me. And the person who is 65 years old, he can join me, and they both will benefit because my training is of that kind. So inshallah, I'm wishing, inshallah, if Allah wants it to happen, I'm looking for a proper place, inshallah. I wish somebody will come down from the heaven and will say, Sheikh Sahab, ye jagah le lo aap, aur isme jo kuch bhi aapko din ka kaam karna kare. I wish for that, alhamdulillah, and that this is possible. So, but as far as my part is concerned, I'm still struggling with the madrasa, I'm still struggling with the Jummah khutbahs and my dawah work. So alhamdulillah, I'm trying my best. So I wanted, part of my teaching is this judo and karate. This is something, mashallah, which I really wanted to, share my skills, my experience in this field as a martial artist, as a street fighter, as a person in the sports for all my life. Alhamdulillah, I know everything, alhamdulillah, about the football. I know everything about the cricket. I know everything about the swimming. I know everything about this mixed martial art. All these things. But alhamdulillah, I can't share this because I don't have the field. And inshallah, if Allah wills, inshallah, then it will happen. Otherwise, I'll take them with me in my grave, inshallah. No problem. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Yes, Abu Uwais. Many women are going to get khula from their marriage without a Sharia reason. They are going to Hanafi councils and getting khula from their marriage without a Sharia reason. Abu Uwais, I know because you might be speaking about specific case, but I will not totally agree with you. I read the hadith that the woman will not smell the gardens of Jannah who request a khula without a valid reason. See, alhamdulillah, I know, I agree with you with this, but I will not agree with you that a woman who married you, who lived with you, who had children through you, and everything was understood, no force, nothing, then why would someone ask for the khula? I will not support the idea of man saying no reason. Everything, whether it is religious reason or Sharia reason or any social reason, there has to be some serious reason, and for that I will blame the person himself. Let's understand, like practical example. If a woman is not interested in the personality of her husband, then this is a reason. A woman came to Rasulullah and she said to you, Rasulullah, that I don't want to be sinful in the sight of Allah, but I don't like the look of my husband, and I don't want to be disobedient to him and then receive Allah's curse. So what's the solution? Rasulullah asked her to take the khula. A woman came, she said, Ya Rasulullah, my parents got me married when I was young, and now I am matured enough and I cannot stay with this husband. I don't want to. So Prophet said, ask for the khula. A woman is being abused. A woman is being tortured physically. A woman is not been given the proper rights. Husband should be looking after the wife. He is not looking after her properly. A woman wants attention from her husband to be honest and sincere with her. And no husband will be saying, you don't do this, you don't do that, you don't do, and the man is doing that. So that this gradually develops into the, pile after the pile, and then finally, so there has to be some reason. If a woman is thinking that you are not handsome, I said there's a reason. That could be a reason. But it doesn't seem to be a religious reason or Sharia reason. But if she is, so in any way, I can say we have to clap with two hands. You can't clap with one hand. That means partly the husband will be responsible and partly the woman will be responsible for the khula. So alhamdulillah, may Allah guide all of us. May Allah guide all of us, because I do counseling myself and I know that how this so-called our, mashallah, religious brothers, how good they are when it comes to the matter of their wives. They don't have any zero tolerance for their mistakes. Women, they do make mistakes, subhanallah. Women may be very strong in their speech. Women may be doing, subhanallah, unless a woman is doing something haram, like if she is, a man came to Rasulullah. A man came to Rasulullah and said, Ya Rasulullah, my wife is having affairs with the man. Means she is enjoying with the other people. She is free, open. Rasulullah said, divorce her. Then he said, Ya Rasulullah, I'm deeply fallen in love with her. I can't do that. Then Rasulullah said, have sabr and have it. Keep it. Keep her with you. But we don't have that tolerance. We might be doing all the zulm and haram and everything. But when we see that our women are doing something, we have no zero tolerance, and then we just throw our angers on them. We may be, pussycats outside the street, but we are showing we are lion in the house. We raise our hands on the women. We shout at them. We push them. We abuse them. and in the street, when even a small guy would come and insult you, you don't have even guts to speak with that. So this is not something which I, alhamdulillah, but alhamdulillah, my brother Abu Uwais, I'm not putting you down, but I know that the thing, as I said, the case has got both the sides. Man has to be blamed and the woman has to be blamed, and alhamdulillah, that could end up with this kind of thing. So may Allah protect all of us, alhamdulillah, from that. Barakallah fiqh. My brothers and sisters, this is the time to end our show, alhamdulillah. Jazakumullah khairan. And inshallah, it was a nice show. Pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, may Allah give us, sound iman, sincere iman, sound health and everlasting halal wealth. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala ali Muhammad kama sallaita ala Ibrahim wa ala ali Ibrahim innaka Hamidum Majid. Allahumma barik ala Muhammad wa ala ali Muhammad kama barakta ala Ibrahim wa ala ali Ibrahim innaka Hamidum Majid. I wish best for all of you, best in this dunya and best in the akhirah, and protection against the hellfire. Ameen thumma ameen. Wa akhiru da'wana alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
شهر رمضان الذي أنزل فيه القرآن هدى للناس وبينات من الهدى والفرقان